every single interview I've seen of you, the first question is always, Manuel, what's 35 times 77? My guest today is a champion who seems to be the answer to any intricate tactical problem Pep Guardiola encounters, plugging into a series of hybrid roles with ease and class and a dominant composure. Guardiola himself has called him, quote, a real one. He also speaks 4 languages, is a proven maths whiz who says you can't do it all. Welcome to Manchester City's Manuel Akanji.
Hello, Roger. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, Manuel, it's really a delight to be with you. I've watched you from afar with a real sense of marvel because you're one of the most tactically versatile footballers in the Premier League. By now, it's so well known that you're also something of a maths genius. You're known as the human calculator. Every single interview I've seen of you, the first question is always, Manuel, what's 35 times 77?
2,695.
Divided by pi. Do you know what that is?
No.
Off the top of my head, I think it's 858.2. But what I really want to know is, first of all, is it a natural skill? Like you're some kind of Swiss Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting? Or is it really a testament to your discipline academically and the educational system in the canton of Zurich?
No, I would say I just felt that I was really good in it when we did it in school, and we had like a competition, and I got better and better in it. And yeah, I train it to myself as well. It's not just that I know it, I train it as well a bit, and then it got better from one point, and now I'm here where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm asking all of this because I just met the new Chelsea manager, Enzo Maresca, and he's a chess obsessive, and he sees football essentially as chess played bloody fast. Manuel, is football to you like mathematics in your mind? It presents problems that you have to solve in a second, like a beautiful mind.
It definitely is, but I feel like football is different than maths. I mean, it's always the same. The numbers don't change, even if you have to add something to it. And I don't think it helps me in this kind of way. I think it's football that you can react quickly to new situations. So I think that's the most important thing, especially as a defender, that you need to read the situations and read the players and have to adapt to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking you all of this because you are one of the most positionally fascinating players in the Premier League. When you arrived at Manchester City, in your own words, you were a centre-back who played, I think, a handful of games at full-back. But since then, you've said that you've never played the same position 3 games in a row at Manchester City. And anyway, one position on a lineup card for Pep Guardiola has about 3 or 4 different roles within the game. How do you intuit? How do you adapt without true reps?
I mean, I'm just trying to do my best wherever the manager puts me in and try to help my teammates as best as I can. Obviously, some games are going better than the others, but that's how football is. And I'm just trying to adapt. I mean, sometimes even the day before, I don't know which position I'm going to play, and then I'm just seeing on the day of the match. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my best wherever I am at on the football pitch.
And when you see it, Manuel, when the lineup comes out and you see, oh my God, I'm there, do you laugh? Do you feel a sense of instant competition? Or do you ever feel nerves, confusion?
Not really. I think maybe the first time when I played in the midfield role, or like the centre back that goes into midfield, maybe then I was a bit nervous because I wasn't used to it. I knew what to do, but when you actually have to play the first time, like you need to get used to a lot of things, especially when you compare midfield to a defender. I think when I play as a fullback, it's all right. I mean, obviously you have the line on the side, and as a centre back position, you have everything in front of you, and this changes a bit. But I think in midfield it's different because you have players coming from your back, you have players coming in front, and you always need to know what's going on around you, and that's a bit different. But I think also with that, the more I played in midfield, the more I got comfortable with it.
Yeah, I am fascinated. Pep Guardiola has said that for most players, he needs to tell them 10 times or train them 10 times before they learn a new principle. But with you, he has to just tell you once and you've just got it. How does that work in your head when you hear a new idea or a new set-piece tactic from the coaching staff? What goes through your mind? How do you, almost as quickly as a math equation, memorize, digest that idea and turn it into action as an individual, but within the collective? It is kind of mind-blowing.
I mean, for me, it's not that hard. I mean, I just listen what the manager says and I'm trying to do it on a pitch. It doesn't always work in the first time, but I'm trying to do it and I listen carefully. And even if it's not just like for my position, I try to listen as well what other players need to do. So I understand what position I bring them in if I play the pass to them. And that's maybe why it got easier for me to adapt to other position, because I'm not only focused on what I need to do, so I'm also what the others around me need to do, because in the end it's a team sport.
Talking about elite defending, you know Erling Haaland better than most, mostly because you train against him every day. What's it like to face up to him? And no one's watching this. What's the secret to defending Erling Haaland well?
I would never tell it here.
Well, what's it like playing against him? And what's it done for your game?
I mean, he's physically really good. He's fast. He got such a good finishing. That's why you always need to be close to him, especially if he's around the penalty area where he can score a goal. On crosses, he has a incredible high jump, and he improved a lot on headers. I remember that too when he came to Dortmund, and where he is now on headers, he's so good now. That's why you always, as a defender, need to be really close to him, because he's capable to score out of a lot of positions.
A lot of City fans are salivating at the prospect of watching Savino take the field in a City jersey this season. Again, you've spent time with him. Can you give us a taste of what the Premier League has in store as we watch this young Brazilian embark on his first season?
Yeah, I mean, I trained like a bit more than a week with him now, 1.5 weeks. I've seen some things of him, but I think I haven't seen everything yet. But he's technically really good. He's good in 1v1s, really good left foot. That can help us a lot, even if he starts or even if he comes on. So I think also on the game on the weekend, it was his first game. It wasn't easy. He didn't have a lot of team trainings, like 3-4 team trainings, and he showed us already what he's capable of with the ball. And I'm looking forward to a good season.
You are about to go for a 5-peat, which is insane. I remember talking to Vincent Kompany when he was at Manchester City in his final season. He told me that for this City team, the greatest opponent is complacency. It's going again, achieving season after season, game after game, even when you've scaled the heights. Manchester City have just done something nobody else has done in history, 4 Premier League titles in a row. First of all, do you agree that complacency is one of the greatest challenges that you face? And if so, how do you do it?
Yeah, I think so. It is. But in the end, I think it's the greatest feeling in football to win a title in a group of great guys, and that's what we have here. And that's also why you never want to lose that winning feeling. And that's also why we try to go again for another title this year, because we really want that. And it brings us as well in the position where everyone feels good, and we want to improve even as a team. There's some things we haven't done good last year, but we got time to do it better now this year, and then we want to start it the right way on the weekend with the first game.
Serious question. How does Pep Guardiola keep his message fresh? How does he keep his voice fresh, his message fresh, so you all just keep hearing it over and over and over again?
I mean, he has a lot of ways to get to us, and he also knows the right way when to talk like a bit louder, or when he has to be calm and put us in the right position. And I think he's experienced enough. He's been in a lot of teams, and I can't really say what words he's using, but he always changes it up. It doesn't stay the same, and you always got to be ready, especially with the team that we have, because you want to play in every game, and you always have to show out when you're on the pitch.
When you look back on it, the most important thing that he's done for your game? You'll say Pep Guardiola changed me. How would you explain it in your own words?
I think definitely that the thing with the positions that I know I was capable to play in more than just 1 or 2 positions. I mean, it's like I think 5 or 6 positions that I can play now at this club, and I'm really happy about it. And he's improved me as well a lot, not just with the ball, but also defensively. We do a lot of defensive work, the defenders, and work together as a unit. And that's one really important thing. And everybody goes for each other. So I think it helped me a lot tactically, with and without the ball.
Having won the Premier League, and you've now personally won 2 in a row, Manuel, does it get harder or easier the next season? And can you just explain to normal human beings, us civilians, why that is?
I think it gets harder every time because the teams always try to knock us off the top, and they're all improving their teams. And we just have to reach the same goal that we did last year. So for us, it doesn't go higher up unless you just go invincible for a season, obviously. But in the end, the goal is to win the title, and that's hard to repeat it year after year. But that's what we want here at the club, and that's what we fight for.
Last question for you, Manuel. In the final days of the summer transfer window of 2022, you arrived at Manchester City from Borussia Dortmund for $90 million. Since then, 6 trophies in 2 years, a treble, the title again last year. I believe on your forearm you've got a tattoo that reads, "Prove them wrong." Will there ever be a point when you look back at your career and think, I've done it, I've proved the doubters wrong?
I hope so. That's the goal. That's what I play football for, to get the best out of myself and the best out of my career that I've done.
Do you feel that you're close to that after everything that you've won? Is that phrase kind of in the rearview mirror, or do you still feel it internally when you look at it?
If I would be close, I could retire soon, but I'm not looking forward to retire in the next few years. So I still got a lot of years to play, and to prove it year after year again. That's also something. It's consistency. You have to prove it year and the year after, and go again and go again. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, Manuel, one more that we're asking everybody. What's the thing in life that makes you nervous? Doesn't have to be in football. Just what makes you nervous? What are you afraid of?
I mean, probably if someone of the family is unwell. I think it's the most important thing. That health is the most important thing in life, and I think that's it. And the most nervous I was in my life, I think, is when I proposed to my wife. So yeah.
Manuel, to you, your family, your team, your giant brain, and the season ahead. Thank you, mate.
Thank you. All the best, Roger.
Courage.